Okay.
Start recording.
Yeah, I guess we should check every time now.
At least for the first couple times until we're back.
Yeah.
don't
Well, I
think
mean,
there's-
it's really just like pulling it up on YouTube and making sure you can hear me speak. It's not.
Yeah, that's true.
I can. I mean, I can. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should check.
Yep.
Every time.
You're good. Oh, I gotta change the title. Today is the 24th.
I should have put my my Kramer poster right behind me. I've got it
Oh yeah.
up there. Could sit like this. Got the same poster.
That'd be hilarious. They know that we're pretty wide. If we have.
Yeah. I have these little wall mount things, but they don't hold up my flags. Like I've tried it 2-3 times and it's fallen down after like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I also had this little glass frame,
Mhm.
or is like the Michael Scott thing that he writes on the board where it's like if you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Mhm.
Wayne Gretzky, Mike. I had that like a little picture frame,
Yeah.
and I put it up with putty because it's very light. I was like, oh, that'll work.
Fell right off and broke.
Just out of nowhere too, and it stuck up perfectly. And I was like, all right, sweet. And then like 25 minutes later, I like came in, sat down in my chair, boom, shattered.
Damn.
I had to clean it up. It was honestly terrifying.
All right. Didn't have a timer up, but that's okay. We can start.
Are
the
we?
timer.
We are live.
We are live. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put something on our Instagram.
I'm just gonna, before we record an hour and a half of us talking, I'm gonna make sure again that, dude, the porn bots have been unmatched today. Not today, but recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've gotten.
I think it's Zuck, dude.
It is.
Well, we could talk about it when we get back, when we get recording.
Yeah.
Because Zuck is officially back to being an enemy of the podcast.
Who's back of the week? So. Oh, did you listen to the Pardon My Take? Hanks, one of Hanks' who's backs was Milk.
Yes.
I heard that and I was like, all right.
Okay, they can hear you, or I can hear you.
Yeah, I could hear it too.
What was I gonna say? I'm literally, because I bike to class, I do whatever I do, and while I'm biking, I listen to Pardon My Take, and
Mhm.
I just when I came back to do this pod, the Mitch Trubisky pod's waiting for me.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for it because I have another. I told you I have another class at 4. Once I bike there, I'm gonna be listening to Mitch.
Yeah, I started it. I probably got through like 30 seconds of it, and then I didn't. Something came up, so I haven't actually listened to the interview yet.
I'm excited for it. I saw that he was on.
I am too.
I have to listen to this episode.
Yeah, I know. There is part of me that's surprised they had him on just because, I don't know, Big Cat's probably said some pretty hurtful things to
I
him.
was about to say, I'm surprised he wanted to come on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to. I guess this isn't the right time to do it, but this is kind of.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to move it so it has a better angle. I feel like it's in my way, but I guess it's not really. It just bothers me. I don't know why. Okay. I'm good. You good? You ready?
I'm good. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, then let's get right into this. And let me start a timer. And we'll start recording in 3. Oh my God! I'm getting a phone call. Hello. Oh my God! You're calling into the pod. It hasn't even started yet, bro. I'm trying to start recording. Bro, Tom, you might have to just shut up and dribble on this one, bro. Yeah, we got to do our thing here. As in, record the podcast? Yeah, that's our thing. No, we are live. I haven't started recording yet. We're live though. Like you're on, yeah. You're on the YouTube, but you won't be on the pod. You'll be on the YouTube though. All right, bro. I'll talk to you later. All right, see ya. He's gonna be pissed when I give a bold prediction about his team later. All right. Anyways, actually,
Falcons, Tom.
yeah, it's Falcons.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started without any interruptions this time. This time we're starting in 3, 2, 1. I didn't press record when I did that. All right, now the timer's starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always, actually not as always. Last week, I was not joined by him.
I was here.
He was there. I was talking
there,
to him.
and I
was talking to him, but nobody else was talking to him. But
I gave it a good effort.
Yeah, and it was a good pod. It was such a shame. Good pod too. But we're back. If you don't know what we're talking about, don't worry about it. Chris's audio didn't get recorded. But we're back.
How many people do you think actually listened to that whole thing with just you talking to my face?
Clearly anyone who was on the YouTube is a fake fan and wasn't actually listening because no one commented anything. We're literally live on YouTube. You could have commented and said, Chris's audio is not working, by the way. But we don't get a lot of live intel anyways. But it's beyond the point. We're back now. And it's football season, Chris.
That's right. It's heating up.
This weekend is, week 0. Week 0 of college. I'm going to watch the games. I'm excited.
I was excited, and then I saw what the games were, and they're terrible. But I'm still excited.
I'm still gonna watch them. It'll be on. Excited. And but yeah, football's here, and we're back. I don't know. I lost my train of thought for a second. We've got to mention your audio mishap was because of Zuck, and now he's sending porn bots after me. I don't know what we did to get on Zuck's bad side again. But we're back.
I mean, he holds grudges. Clearly. It was ever since the first episode, well, not our first episode, but one of our first episodes that we ripped on him for, I don't know, it was the porn bots, I think.
Oh, yeah, because it was on Instagram.
Complaining about, first of all.
He's moved devices to Snapchat, so he's
all over
his
the
fingers
place.
Are
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
And we know he's had it out for us for a while now.
Yeah.
And it's sad, honestly, that he can't just get rid of the grudge, but
I know, right? It's immature at this point for us to keep messing with us. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But
we power through.
We do. We power through. Anyways, we want to get into bold predictions? Want to just get right into it? Jump right in.
No reason to wait.
You have less than I do, so you go first. Actually, no. That means I should go first.
That makes no sense. Yeah.
It's early. It's I already had 3 classes today.
Is there any order that we should put these in, or just fire away?
I think we just fire away, and since if you were on the YouTube, I mean on the pod, this makes no sense. So our boy Tom just called us. He wanted to talk on the pod first, but we're gonna talk about his team, and the Falcons are gonna have the worst record in the NFL. Book it.
I said that they're gonna have the second worst record in the NFL. I feel like people don't think that they're gonna. Like, I haven't heard people say that they're gonna be this bad.
They are going to be
They're
bad.
terrible.
They're going to be
like
bad.
They're always bad, or they have been
that's
bad
the thing
the
is when they
couple
already
years.
have good teams, they're bad. Like they had the 4th overall pick with their good team, and they just got progressively worse over the offseason. Like, you have Kyle Pitts, but is Kyle Pitts not going to win you any games?
No, he's not.
He'll have
a
couple cool highlights, and he'll be great. He'll be a great player, but he's not going to win you any games this year.
Yeah. And Matt Ryan's another year older. You still have no defense. Everyone's probably going to get hurt again. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, he just doesn't have it. It's honestly shocking to me that he won an MVP.
Yeah, he's going to be one of those guys. It's like, I guess not really like D Rose, but one of those guys where it's just like, wow, he won an MVP. Because, and even if I don't think Matt Ryan will retire, but he's probably going to be a backup somewhere next year, right?
I would think so, yeah.
I would think so. And Or maybe he'll be a starter for the Falcons after they just draft with the first overall pick some quarterback. But they're gonna suck. They're gonna have if I'll narrow my prediction, they're gonna have a top 3 pick.
Okay.
But I do think it'll be the worst. I think they'll be number 1.
Do you think they're going to be worse than the Texans?
Ooh, yeah, I do forget about
I
that.
mean, the Texans are
The Texans just are
beyond awful.
yeah, that is beyond. That's like a joke team. I forgot like when you said that I was like I forgot they existed. Like I honestly forgot they existed because of damn, what a terrible team that is.
I was going to put the Falcons at 1, and then I was like, I don't think the Texans have a single like starter quality player on their team.
There's not one guy
Yes,
off
Brandon
the top of my head.
Cooks.
Yeah, I guess Brandon Cooks is like if there was think about it, if you were, you're a Washington football fan, besides Deshaun Watson, what player on that team would you want? I guess it would be Brandon.
I guess Cooks.
I guess it would be Brandon.
It's the only one. I could not name a defender on
They
the
don't have
Texans.
good linebackers. They don't have good pass rushers. No good.
Could you?
No, I mean they have Shaq Lawson. I only know that because they just traded for him.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they traded for him over the offseason. And I'm sure they probably have at least one good secondary player, but no one that's of name
On it.
value, like really name value. Like, I don't know. They got Brandon Cooks and they have, I guess it would be, that running back, Philip Lindsay?
Yeah, they have Philip Lindsay. Mark Ingram they have too.
Yeah, I know, but he's not good. Like, I'm trying to name good players.
David Johnson.
He's not good. I mean,
All right.
besides Davis Mills, that's the only person.
Whitney Merciless, he's okay.
Oh yeah, but he
they
gets a lot
they
of
got-
tackles, doesn't he?
Kevin Pierre. Oh, Christian Kirksey is not bad.
Yeah,
Bradley Roby. Okay, they have a couple guys that are. I would.
but
take on my team.
not off the top of your head.
No,
Like,
not
there's
off the
no
top of my head.
name players as like, oh man, and I don't know. As a
From Davis Mills, it's like the only one.
Davis Mills, man, he's the only guy that I want on that team. Yeah, dude, the Texans. That's a good. I totally forgot about. They're just so forgettable too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and they hired the Ravens wide receiver
coach with that
as their head coach when they're like the worst passing offense in the NFL.
terrible. And
Oh,
that was
I
the
don't even
Chiefs
know.
head coach that they had 0 touchdowns to wide receivers the whole year. With that coach, too. Like if you're a wide receiver,
That guy
coach,
shouldn't
that's
even
your
have a
one
job.
That's your one job.
Ugh,
But they'll get a
much less a head coaching job.
Yeah, that's
It's ridiculous.
All right, you're up. I guess you're next one.
Okay. Oh, I don't even know where to go.
I know where to start.
We'll save Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll say that could be our last
Okay.
one.
I think the Panthers are going to surprise people.
I had
I
that
think
too.
they're going to be actually kind of good.
I said
Our team.
yes. I said Sam Darnold will prove that it was Adam Gase's fault. That's
Yeah.
my prediction.
I mean, I more think of their defense.
yeah, I know
They
their
have a young
is young,
defense and a
Good
lot
young
of good young pieces. Like they're going to take a step forward this year.
and they have a good head coach.
I don't. Yeah, I was about
Like,
to
I
say I
like
don't
Matt
know
Rule.
about Matt Rule, but he seems like he did a pretty good job last year. I think because that team they really had nothing going for them.
No, they did.
they
Had
were
nothing
okay.
at all. They just our team today just extended Robbie Anderson, so they have
Yeah, I
key
saw that.
pieces getting locked in. So I think they're gonna be good too. I
Mhm.
think Darnold will be part of it because I feel like
Yeah,
know-
I mean he's gonna look way
How old is
better
he?
than he did on the Jets.
Do you want to guess
Uh,
how old he is?
26.
Oh, that's way too high. He's 24.
Is he really?
He's 24 years old.
I
Joe
realized he
Burrow's
was that young.
like 24 as well.
Yeah, Joe
He
Burrow is
literally just had a
24.
second year of college, or not a second year, a second stint at college. He had 3 years on the Jets to be his second collegiate career.
That's true. That is true.
So, I don't know. There's nowhere like he's still a raw prospect. So
He
there's no
could
way.
be like a Tannehill guy,
yeah,
where because he was in Miami for a
With
couple
Adam
years, was
Gase.
never really all that good. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then goes somewhere else that actually has a decent coaching staff.
And now CMC's coming back. They also
Mhm.
drafted Chuba Hubbard in case he gets hurt. I really like Chuba Hubbard.
Yep.
They have good wide receivers. They have a decent line. There's no reason why this team should not improve from last year.
Telling you the defense.
Defense is good.
Gonna be
I
good.
agree. All right. You know who will also prove something this year? Is Danny Dimes. He will prove that he sucks. He will prove
Okay.
he will cement that he will not be starting for the Giants next year. That is my.
I hope not. Honestly, I think that
You'd rather just him
he's like
keep being mediocre and sucking at
yes,
the best
because
possible
I think
moments.
we were talking about this. I don't know if it was on the pod about how it's gonna be every year. It's like, oh, is this the year that Daniel Jones take a step forward? And he's gonna be like 32, and every year they're just running it back. Like I don't know, like they have weapons this year. A healthy Saquon
Literally,
really
there's
help
no
out.
excuse this year. There is zero excuse for
No,
Daniel Jones
there's no
this year.
excuse at
There's
all.
no excuse whatsoever. If he sucks this year, I mean,
And he will.
he
He's just not. At some point, you just have to say, no matter what you do around him, he's just not very good.
literally, and like I heard like some Giants fans are like, oh, our receivers were all hurt last year. Like, excuses out of the window. You drafted one in the first round. All of them are healthy, and you got Kenny Galladay.
Mhm.
Who actually, funny enough, might not be healthy. But Daniel Jones, that's not going to stop him from holding the football. He still can't hold the football. And having a better wide receiver is not going to make him not throw it to the other team. If he likes throwing it to the other team, he's going to throw it to the other team. Like, I don't know. It's going to be bad, and he's going to suck, I feel like. And it's going to be like, and all the Giants fans are going to be so excited, and he's just going to stink and ruin them, and I'm going to be so happy.
Well, we were looking at the old predictions to get some ideas earlier, and they had the Giants saying the Giants could be a dark horse Super Bowl team. I also think that Joe Judge is just not going to work. Like, you can't have professional athletes running gassers at practice. Like, at some point, they're just going to say, all right, we're not doing that. Like, we're grown men making millions of dollars. You can't bully us.
He's, like, this whole offseason, he's been an absolute clown.
Mm-hmm.
And their whole, like, training camp, remember Daniel Jones got, like, a dog piled on top of him?
Yeah, there was a fight, and he
fighting each other. And, like, this team just does not sound like it's having a successful offseason.
And I try not to read into stuff that happens in the offseason too much, but
yeah, neither do I.
Know, when
like,
it's a
I don't
team
want
that
my
I
quarterback
hate,
getting trampled by everyone on the team. Also, like, I don't know. I can't believe Kenny Galladay was like, I want to go play with Daniel Jones. What a freaking bozo.
I'm really excited for them to just be terrible. I would really make.
They're gonna beat you once though.
They'll beat us both times, and Daniel Jones will throw for 1,000 yards.
You know what's funny? You might be
and I'll
right.
Look like an idiot,
They might keep him every year just because they beat the Washington football team every year. With
every time.
He'll look like a legend every time. They'll be like, oh,
he does.
See what he did.
He's like a combination of like Lamar Jackson and Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's so good. It makes me so angry. It just doesn't make any sense. But they can't stop him.
Speaking of your team, let's just get right into more predictions. Chase Young, Defensive Player of the Year. Chase Young.
Love to hear it. Didn't have it on there, but I can definitely see it.
I just feel like it's the natural course for his career. Wins
the only way he doesn't win Defensive Player of the Year is because they're doubling him every time.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then Montez Sweat will win.
But also, again, you face the Giants twice a year and the Eagles twice a year and the Cowboys twice a year. You will get, that's at least 10 sacks right there. from those 6 games. Like, that's those guys. And especially Nate Solder is going to be put into the ground by Chase Young. Like,
blunder.
That first play of the Patriots Washington football team preseason where he strip sacks Cam Newton, that's a grown man he pushed over. And a good offensive lineman. That's like, he's not the best, but he's a decent left tackle that he just shoved to the ground.
Yeah.
He's going to be unstoppable.
No, I'm very excited to watch them play this year. I have a couple football team predictions.
Okay.
Jamin Davis, Shadow,
Ooh.
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh.
I love him. I don't know what it is about him, but I really like him. I think
it's got to be Shadow. Because his name is Shadow.
I like Parsons. Well, I hate Parsons because he's on the Cowboys. I think he's a really good player. I think that he'll probably get hurt. Throw that in there as a prediction. I don't know why, but I actually have another guy who I think's. I have another prediction of someone who I think is going to get hurt, and I don't know why. It's like I don't know how I come up with it, but so yeah, I think he's gonna get hurt and not win it, and I think Shadow's better anyway. So
You think he's
like
better?
when you have Rivera and Jack Del Rio as your coaches,
You
like
gotta be
these
a good
guys know how to
linebacker.
coach up linebackers.
You gotta be a good linebacker.
So
He's
my
the
confidence is
next
through the
Kuechly.
roof with him. I'd be okay with that.
Next Kuechly.
Faster.
It's like a shadow. All right. I'll get my next one.
And
Oh, okay.
I had one more
One more football
Washington
team one.
one.
Okay.
Antonio Gibson becomes basically Christian McCaffrey.
The weapon. He gets fully loaded. You're saying they load up
fully
the weapon?
loaded. Yes.
Well,
fully loaded.
I was playing with them in Madden, and it's like your other running backs are all a bunch of old heads. So he's definitely just
Yeah.
like,
Well,
best
they
running
have
back.
this one guy.
Oh, besides Jared Patterson, that guy's
yes.
good.
Dude, did you know that he was the guy who scored 8 touchdowns at Buffalo last year,
wanted the
which I
Patriots
didn't realize until this preseason.
Yeah.
So
really
yeah,
good.
but he's awesome. But I'll admit I stole that prediction from Kyle Allen, our third string quarterback, who said he thinks that Gibson could be Christian because he was on the Panthers.
Oh yeah.
Like in that offense with
Dude, that means
McCaffrey.
that the prediction's coming true. I mean,
So he can smell it.
Yeah, he could smell it coming. Another Christian McCaffrey drafted by Ron Rivera.
Mm-hmm. Just
saying.
hand picking him.
Literally, he's just you're gonna be. You just don't have a Cam Newton. You can
Yeah, I
have
know.
Cam Newton if you wanted him.
If they had Trey Lance, well, yeah, I don't know.
They had Trey
No
Lance.
thanks.
Over.
Yes, if
But,
they had Trey Lance.
All right. Speaking of rookie quarterbacks, I'm gonna say Justin Fields will be the best rookie quarterback this season. He will play and be the best this season, but Ryan Pace will still not be able to coach.
You mean Matt Nagy?
Matt Nagy, that's what I meant, not Ryan Pace. Ryan Pace is the GM. Of course,
So,
but Matt Nagy, yes.
I
Matt Nagy will try to ruin Justin Fields, and Justin Fields will just be better than Matt Nagy.
yeah.
That's my prediction.
The goodness of Fields will
Will be better
outweigh
than,
the badness of Nagy,
but,
which kind of sucks in the long run because then you get like a couple extra years of Nagy and don't win anything.
Yeah, definitely.
But once he's fired in like 3 years,
They'll actually be good.
it'll be Fields' time.
But
But I also I said Fields offensive rookie of the year.
there's just I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I wanted Justin Fields desperately. I mean,
So the thing
and
about
I'm not
Fields
gonna
that
get
I don't.
too accepts about the preseason. But
Yeah.
I thought about. I would have said it even without the preseason games that we've seen.
No, I would have too. And it's like now everyone is saying it. Then why did he go 12th?
Oh, I know.
Doesn't make any sense.
See, that's
like,
why I
of
hate the
course we
draft.
could be
Like,
wrong.
not that I hate the draft, but like that's why the draft is so stupid. Where it's like, oh, like of course, like this guy went number 2. Like of course he's gonna be better than the guy who went number 12. It's like, and then you look at the preseason game and you're like, I kind of like the guy at number 12. Or I mean, Zach Wilson also looked good during this preseason, but I don't know. I feel like this wasn't on my list, but I feel like all the rookie quarterbacks are going to be good. I have just
Well, I'm sure that won't be true.
I'm sure it won't be true, but I just have a feeling that, like, I don't know. I really did not like Zach Wilson beforehand. He did look really good in the preseason, but it's also the preseason, so I don't know. I
think Trevor Lawrence is going to be like, meh, this year.
It's funny that we just talked about for probably 5 minutes about rookie quarterbacks, and we just haven't mentioned Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. There's no hype around him anymore.
Because he's had hype his whole life. He's
on the Jaguars too, which doesn't help.
Yeah, and he's the forgettable team. He's only a forgettable player because we've been talking about it for the past 5 years.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I feel like he's been on the Jaguars for 2 years now. Like I just feel like they've just been waiting to get him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That team's not going to be good either.
While we're on the Jaguars, I think Urban Meyer is going to be really bad as a head coach in the NFL.
Yeah, I can see that coming.
Like I don't. And you have all of the best talent in the country. It's really not that hard to coach, I don't think. Like I'm way, way oversimplifying it, but when you have like 22 5-star recruits in your starting lineup, like
and you can't.
It's kind of easier to win games.
And then you go to Jacksonville and you can't recruit. You stuck with
Mhm.
like wide receivers like Keelan Cole, and like they have good wide receivers, but like you know what I'm talking about. And their defense sucks.
It's terrible.
Their defense is bad. So
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't want Urban Meyer as a head coach, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna be right about that.
I
Pretty confident.
this year I met a Jags fan that I've become friends with already, and he was talking about he's like I didn't want Trevor Lawrence at all. First person I've ever heard. He was like I wanted Justin Fields the whole time. I was like, it's pretty bold. That talk about bold.
That's
bold.
That's bold.
And
I
like
would, yeah.
and like
I think
we were
I'd
watching
probably
the
rather have Lawrence.
No, I'd rather have Fields. But he was like watching the preseason game and he was just like, ugh. Like I was like, what? It's like, are you kidding me? Like I was like, you were
He's got to be the only one that
I
like,
was like,
doesn't
you were
like
gifted Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Hand gifted by the Jets, Trevor Lawrence, and he's just
Uh-huh.
he's like, I almost wish the Jets got the first overall pick, so we could have picked Justin Fields at 2, and I was like,
And they would have taken Zach Wilson though.
probably, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how.
Very
they go.
strange.
But anyways, Justin Fields, I will say.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
that's
question.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree there. Okay.
So wait, speaking of the Jaguars, sorry, we will see Minshew Mania at some point. Whether it's on the Jaguars or if it's on a different team, he'll be playing a game.
He really needs to be on a different team.
He does need to be on a different team. He got screwed by.
He did get screwed.
He,
But at the same time, like they did go 1-15, and he was the starting quarterback.
no, yeah, like
So he could only be
it's
so
not like he
good.
was very good.
They
I was
go
just, like,
1-15.
I just want to see some more of him. Doesn't mean he
Yeah.
was very good. But we will see Minshew at some point, and he'll do something cool,
Yeah.
and we'll be like,
Oh yeah.
oh, is he worth a 5th round pick? It's like, that's literally how it's gonna go. What
And then
team-
when he does get traded for like a 5th and a 7th, they'll be like, I don't know, we might have given up too much for Minshew.
Yeah, exactly. He might be a football teamer. I just thinking of it. I mean,
Could be.
if Fitzpatrick gets injured, God forbid, he could be.
We have Heineke.
That's true, but I mean, gotta have some depth. Gotta get some Minshew, and he's
And
young.
Kyle Allen.
Is he healthy though? Is he playing?
I don't care. He's not good. I could give a
Whatever.
rip if Kyle Allen is healthy.
But we'll get Minshew Mania at some point.
Yes.
All right.
Tua is poop again.
Poopa coming.
Like
I
I just
actually-
don't think he's that good.
I actually am gonna go against you,
Really?
even though he's a division rival and I don't want him to be good. I just feel like I don't think he'll be good. I just don't think he'll suck as much as everyone thinks he will. I feel like a lot
I
of
don't
people
think-
are gonna think he sucks.
I've heard the opposite.
Really?
At least from like looking at fantasy, like people saying, "Oh, Tua's probably gonna take a big step forward this year."
That's true. That's
But
true.
I don't know.
I feel like he'll be decent. I don't feel like he'll
I feel
suck.
like a lot of young quarterbacks need a really good offensive coach, and they don't have that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And I don't know, but they got Waddle. They have like some actual weapons for him.
Yeah, I mean he'll throw like bump offs to Waddle, and he'll make him look good. But
Well, you know, he
I
was a deep ball passer in college. So that's everyone was like, oh,
yeah,
finally
like
got deep.
again at
Oh, yes, you're
Alabama,
right, with the
where
best
they have
players, yeah.
all of the fastest guys in the country in
You're right,
every
you're right.
game they play. It's not that hard. And then when they
Also,
played
their offensive
Clemson,
line sucks,
he got rocked.
and their offensive line sucks.
Yeah, that is true also. And they
So-
have like Miles Gaskin. as
Yeah,
their
they have
running
no
back.
good running backs. They actually just have Jalen Waddle, and that's about it.
Devontae Parker's okay.
I'm gonna go with the Miami Dolphins. I'm gonna
Gesicki.
go. Gesicki's gonna suck. Everyone's.
Really?
I just feel like
Why?
everyone. I just feel like everyone's sucking off Gesicki so badly. Like he's in like
Interesting.
for especially fantasy rankings. People have him at like the 5th tight end.
Uh-huh.
I'm like Mike Gesicki.
Oh, are we giving away fantasy picks now?
No. I've seen him on the rankings. He's not my 5th tight end
Okay.
because I'm against. I'm
Okay.
like what?
So
Why would
yeah,
I-
you are giving away fantasy.
I guess yeah. So
Strategies.
don't be worried about me taking taking Gesicki tomorrow.
I mean, we know that the whole league listens to
Yeah, they
the
listen to,
podcast
yeah,
just in
clearly
case.
because the winner of our T-shirt contest still hasn't said anything. So yeah, I'm sure they all listen. But anyways, anywho,
That was actually clutch for us because we haven't had to spend
we haven't had to
money
spend
the
10 bucks on a
t-shirts.
T-shirt. I'm willing to do it. I just want him to know that he won it.
He has to say.
Literally,
He
all
has
and
to say
and
something.
all he has to do is open up the fantasy app, and he'll see that he won the tournament challenge. I don't know, but whatever. Maybe he'll never find out.
Real shit. He won't.
I don't think he will either. What were we talking about?
Maybe next year when we do the tournament challenge again.
Yeah, he'll be like, hey,
At
I
that
won."
point, though, I think it'll
a
expire.
year. We have a
Statute
year
of
expiration
limitations.
date.
Yeah. As soon as the bracket's released, that's when it expires.
That's
we'll
fair.
declare that now. So
Well,
that
no,
we
as
don't
soon
get
as we
screwed.
declare the next challenge, because we'll do it next year. Whoever wants to win a
Well,
T-shirt
we're
next
already
year.
declared. the next
Okay,
one.
but yeah, I mean, you're right. Once we start the challenge, I mean.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
once you can join our tournament challenge, he's no longer allowed to get the shirt.
Yeah. Right.
Because a new winner will get the shirt.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, let's not get bold. We are doing bold predictions, I was going to say. The winner could have 2 shirts of the next year. They can have
Yeah,
the
no, I was
last year's
thinking that
shirt,
too,
too.
but nah. I think one shirt is plenty.
One shirt's fine.
It's a comfort tee.
Yeah, I mean, it is a comfort tee. It's a very comfortable shirt.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Mike Gesicki. Anything
Who
else on the
cares
Dolphins?
about, like, the second?
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
They're boring. They're gonna suck.
They are boring.
All right. My next one. This one I'm very interested in. Carson Wentz is going to resurge himself. He's gonna be back. Carson Wentz is back.
How back? Like
Not MVP Carson
form?
Wentz. Not MVP Carson Wentz, but like
solid.
starter quality. Starter quality
Gotcha.
Carson Wentz will be back.
Yeah, I can see that. If he gets healthy.
That apparently he's on track to be. He's already thrown in practice again. He's already on track to
Yeah, was he?
playing week 1. Yeah.
What did he have? What was his surgery on?
He like busted his foot or something, right? I don't think he had surgery for it. Though. I think he just,
All of his injuries are like so stupid.
they're always like the worst.
I don't know how
the
to
worst injury you
explain
want
that.
for a quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing he
feel
needs,
so
he
bad
needs a shoulder
for him.
one. Once he gets a shoulder one, then he'll really be the jack of all trades of quarterback injuries.
It's Big Ben.
Yeah, he'll just become Big Ben.
And
But
then it'll just be the shoulder every year. It's like, oh, he messed up his shoulder again.
That's
It's like,
how Cam
the
Newton
same
is
shoulder
now.
that he messed up.
That's how Cam Newton is. It's like, oh, his shoulder was messed up last year. I was like, I thought it was messed up the year before. Well, it was. And now he's 100% healthy. But
Yeah, no.
we'll talk
By
about
week 2, he'll throw a pick and they'll be like, yeah, his shoulder.
Dude,
is
he'll be
kinda
like, his
messed up."
shoulder's so busted, bro. No, he won't even throw a
It
pick.
is
He'll
though. Once
throw-
you have a shoulder injury, like I
They
feel
never
like
go
that
back.
stuff doesn't go away because you're always throwing.
Yeah. And how do
The
you
same
not
thing
throw?
with baseball. Yeah,
Like you're a quarterback.
yeah. It's Dak too.
The
What a shame.
yeah, he'll spike a ball into the ground that goes 2 yards, and they'll be like, "Dude, his shoulder's so busted still." I'll be like, "I thought he was healthy. I thought this is the time he was healthy."
No reason to panic though about Dak.
No, of course, no reason to panic. All right, but back to the Colts. I feel like the Colts are
Yeah,
going to be decent. They don't have any. The problem I have with the Colts is they don't have any like wide receivers I would want.
That's what I was gonna say.
They
Who's
have
their-
all the running
Harris
backs.
Campbell,
All the running backs I'd
Michael
want.
Pittman.
They have the good offensive line I'd want.
Uh-huh.
They just have no wide receivers that I want.
That's what like I think they can just run the ball the whole game.
Yeah.
Like Taylor, as long as he doesn't fumble.
And
Also-
he does. Yeah, they have Marlon Mack still, and they have
Yeah,
Raheem
the Mac
Morris.
attack.
Dump it off to
Taylor
Raheem
is gonna be out of the league in like 3 years.
if he keeps fumbling.
Because he gets he got 400 carries a year at Wisconsin,
Oh, I know.
and they're gonna have to
Yeah.
overwork him here too because they have no receivers and it's probably not Carson Wentz because he'll get hurt in week 2.
I know. It'd be like.
And
Jason
even when they
Santana
do
off
have
the ball
Carson
all the
Wentz,
time.
like he's okay.
Yeah.
So
No, we'll see.
I don't know.
One
I'd
of
be
the
worried.
receivers definitely needs to step up if they want this team to go anywhere. And I don't know. That
I
someone
don't know.
else to
Like
help
Pittman
out.
could be good.
If I
Hill
was
could
Wentz,
be
I would not be
good.
throwing to Pittman
Why?
because he didn't give him his number.
That's right.
Also, you know what's funny? That wasn't even his original number. Michael Pittman's original number was I think it was 84 because it's on.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I know that. I'm a bad. I know too much about football. But
Too much of stuff that doesn't matter.
not at all. Yeah.
It's not like you're very knowledgeable about.
Yeah, it's not like I
Yeah,
know.
but-
I couldn't be a coach. I just don't
Yeah,
know.
just
Yeah,
What
I know.
number Michael Pittman used
Yeah,
to
he
wear.
changed his number. Yeah, he changed his number. What was it? That doesn't matter. But he didn't give 11 to Carson Wentz, and I'd be
Mhm.
pissed. I would never throw it to him.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too. But they have no one else to throw to, so you have to. I can't believe that they didn't sign someone in free agency.
I know, and T.Y. Hilton's old.
It's like 90 years old.
And Paris Campbell, I guess, is a good slot guy. I don't.
Should have got Deshaun Jackson.
That would have been a good one.
He's still around? Is he still on the Eagles?
He's on the Rams.
He's on the Rams? I didn't know that. Good for him.
Yeah, he's still getting contracts.
Yep. As long as he can run, he always will.
Definitely, 100%. Okay, enough on the Colts. They're boring too. All right, you know who's not boring? We saw him last night, Mr. Jameis.
Yes.
Jameis Winston, by my prediction, will thrive on the Saints offense.
I
Thrive.
said Jameis Winston will be a stud.
He will start and he
I'm
will
very
thrive.
excited. All right,
And-
this is a problem that like all of our predictions we all agree with,
Yeah, I know.
except for what was the one?
201 that I didn't.
The 201.
And
that was
it
the
wasn't
only
even
one.
like I said he was gonna be good. I was just like, terrible.
Yeah, I'm excited for Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
The problem is they have no one to throw to also.
Not if
Draquan
Marquez
Smith.
Callaway can keep burning to receiver. They also have no. Yeah, you're right.
They need like another Marcus Colston that they just draft in the 7th round, and all
Why
of a
don't they
sudden
just
he's an
like
all-pro
sign
receiver.
Golden Tate? Golden Tate's still a free agent. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still options. I don't know, but it doesn't matter who Jameis throws to because he's just gonna chuck it up. That's the
Mhm.
best part about Jameis. And if Jameis doesn't start, I'm boycotting the NFL. I'm boycotting all Saints games
Well, Sean Payton will be like my least favorite coach.
of all time. If Taysom Hill,
I already don't like
starts
him
a
because
game.
he's such a whiner.
yeah, but he'll.
But
actually-
yeah, that would really piss me off if they start Taysom Hill.
If Taysom Hill
Because
starts, I'm boycotting. I'm never
I think
watching
we
a Saints
both
game.
hate Taysom Hill.
Yes, we both hate him.
I wouldn't say I hate him, but I just think he's not.
I hate him. Every time he's on the field, I'm like,
I know you do.
You're stealing fantasy points from everybody. What a turd.
Yeah. He's so pointless.
He's such a
Like-
jack of all
He
trades,
really
but he's not
is
good at
useless.
anything.
No, he's not. He's like fast and he's jacked, but
He's not. Is he even
know.
that fast? No, he's just like a good runner and he's big and can throw the
Yeah.
football like 40 yards.
mhm,
Probably the 35.
I don't know.
All right, I feel like I've been railing off a couple. You do know that one.
Patrick Mahomes is gonna get hurt. That was the other one that I.
You just predict that Mahomes is gonna get hurt.
I think he's going to. I have no like reason for thinking it, but I just think
I
he's
think
going
it's his
to.
time.
It is his time.
He missed that when they won the Super Bowl and he got hurt against the Broncos. He twisted his ankle. That was supposed to be
Mhm.
big. He missed it.
It's only
missed the
like
bullet.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So now it's. I think you're right.
Yep,
That's a
he's
good
due.
one. That's such a funny one though. That's so stupid. But, you know. All right. Here's another one. Drew Lock still sucks.
Yeah.
That's my bold prediction. Drew Lock.
Yeah, that's not. I don't. That might be the least bold prediction.
Yeah,
on
I
this
know, I
list.
know. But some people are like, you never know. He was good in Missouri, bro. Missouri.
Haskins was good at Ohio State, so
Yeah, there's. All right.
I want to see him get in for the Steelers. That would make me really happy.
Well,
And then just look hard.
when they miss the playoffs,
Okay.
they will.
That
maybe
wouldn't
we'll see
surprise
some
me
Haskins.
either.
I know that one was also not very bold. I was just like, I was like,
I think everyone went from like when they were undefeated, people thought that they were really good for a while, and then we kind of were like, okay, this team probably shouldn't be undefeated,
yeah.
and then it just snowballed into, all right, the Steelers are just bad, like they're not a good football team,
And
even
it's
though they
funny
still
'cause
have
they
a really
were
good
right.
defense. Yeah,
Like, I'm all about like give a team a chance. Like, all right, the Steelers are 11-0. They're frauds. We get it, but they're not terrible. And then they
No.
just became terrible.
you
They
can't get
became-
wiped out by the Browns at home in the playoffs.
Who don't have a
It
coach?
just can't happen.
Their coach was at COVID. They didn't have a coach, and they got curb stomped by the Browns. Like
Yeah, that it just
they
can't
became
happen.
terrible quick. Like really, really bad. And
Uh-huh.
this has to be Ben's last year. Like,
We
there's
say that
no
every
way he
year.
plays another year.
They're gonna have to drag him off the field because
They're
it's a
gonna have to,
pride
no,
thing.
they're gonna have to bring him behind Heinz Field and shoot him in the head. They're gonna have to put him down. Like, Ben, you can't play football anymore. He's just like trying to work his arm. He's like,
Uh-huh.
please give me another contract. Like, all right, I'm sorry,
Like,
Ben.
Ben, your shoulder is literally falling
I'm
off.
sorry, Ben. We have to end.
Yeah, we've said it for like the last 3 years. Like, all right, this is his last year, right? No.
I've sent
And just getting fatter and fatter and older and
there was
older.
a post from 2016, and it was like, Ben's still not retiring. He's coming back for another year. And I was like, I looked at that and I was like, that could have been posted yesterday, and I would have been like, it would have been the same post.
It's gonna be like 2030. We'll be like, is this Ben's last year? He's like 50 years old now. And he's actually throwing with his left arm now because his shoulder's so
Yeah,
broken.
he just decided to work out his other arm. Another old head who never wins anything. Aaron Rodgers will bitch and moan all season and still not win the Super Bowl. That's my prediction.
Yeah. Again, not bold. But
I know.
Yeah.
Another predictable. I don't know. I guess I'm just can't wait for it to happen.
and people will complain about how the Packers don't give him any help, even though he has the best receiver in the league and a really good running back and a solid line and
great line,
2 and 3 receivers that are actually pretty good.
Yeah. What a baby.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of him.
Honestly, he should just go to Jeopardy.
I know. Can you give up? Yeah.
It's open now again. So
stop. Yeah. All right. Go another one.
I have 3 left. How many do you have?
I have such a long list. I'm
12.
Jumping all over the place. I'll just name off.
Get rid of them when you say them.
No, it's on my notes app. I didn't want to delete them.
Okay. It's been receipts.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Chargers go 13-4.
Oh, okay. So I said the Chargers are no better than they were last year, but they look like the best team in the league every time they play. But they're probably going to go like 8-9 or 9-8.
That's probably more
They're
reasonable
the Chargers.
because they're the Chargers. But
and that's what they do.
I'm buying into the hype. I mean, every year they're the hype team. Every single year they're the hype team. And
I think Herbert could honestly he wouldn't win MVP, but I have no issue with him. I think he's going to be really good. And I think everyone's going to be really good on the team, and they're still not going to win games because that's just what they do.
It's naturally what
every
they are.
year.
Well, remember when they were first?
Why weren't
offense,
they good last year?
First in defense and didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you have a point. Like, it's not like anything you're saying is wrong. I just find I hope their luck turns around, and we get to see them in the playoffs, and not get shit stomped 40-45 nothing. I think it was maybe like 45-3 or something.
The Patriots.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
But I like Herb. I like Herbert. I don't think he'll be like MVP style. Everyone thinks he's going to be like the MVP, but I do think they'll be good. And this works well with your Mahomes prediction because if Mahomes is injured, they could definitely go through.
That is true. Forgot about it. Doors left open when he tears his ACL in week 3.
He actually just loses an arm. Someone tackles him wrong, and I mean, he loses an arm. He never plays again. That's my bold prediction.
He has to retire from football like Andrew Luck. All right. I have 2 left, and one of them is my Super Bowl.
Okay, then I'll just start naming off some quick ones.
Okay.
Vikings are in the playoffs.
I can see that. Oh, they might win a game and get bounced in the second round.
All right, I'll combine these 3 because they're all with the Patriots.
Oh boy.
The Patriots make the playoffs. Bill Belichick wins Coach of the Year. And Mac Jones starts and looks good. As in really good. As in like behind Justin Fields and the best rookie quarterback.
When do you think he's going to start? You said he's going to start, but when?
I've been with the new news. The new news is throwing my whole mindset off. I always thought it was going to be like week 6. But the new news with Cam and getting COVID or whatever, or not getting COVID, but not following COVID protocols, there's a chance he starts week 1. At first, I did not think there was a chance. I thought there was 0 chance that he would start week 1. But I do believe that there's a chance that he will start week 1.
So my take on Mac Jones, I mean, I told you that every time you got excited about him, I was going to tell you he's not that good. I think he'll be like a glorified game manager, which
I'm fine
isn't
with. You
the
can
worst.
win a Super Bowl with that.
You could.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, they won't.
Banners they fly forever.
Yeah, you could, but they won't. I don't think.
Yeah, maybe not this year, but like next year
Okay.
they could. Anyways,
Okay.
but those are my. You don't. What about the Patriots? What do you think? Oh, also, I have one more about the Patriots. I forgot. Sorry. Nelson Aguilar will be worth every penny. He'll be worth every penny. And those are all my Patriots.
I just can't
Yeah,
I
thoughts?
don't know how to buy into the hype of Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne.
You just gotta. I mean, look,
You
and
just
you know
have
what?
to, I guess.
You know what really is deflating? Not to make a pun, but what's really deflating is when I'm sitting there playing Madden and I'm throwing to Kendrick Bourne and Nelson Aguilar. And Nelson Aguilar, he gets that one, not like every 2 weeks he'll have like a 75-yard touchdown because he just completely burns the guy, and I'll be like,
Mhm.
nice. And then he'll just never get open ever again.
Or he will and drop.
Or
pass.
drop it, or just like, I don't know. It is going to be rough. But how do you not buy into Hunter Henry? And
Yeah,
Jonnu
I mean, you
Smith?
have to.
Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. Like,
It's basically Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. So.
when I play Madden with them, they are literally unstoppable. They're both so good, and there's like in the new Madden, because of course I bought it. There's a lot more like fatigue in the game for some reason, where it's like a lot of players like you'll all of a sudden like your bench wide receiver will be out there and be like, okay, like I get it. It's a little more realistic. Like I get it.
Right.
But if it's Jonnu Smith or Hunter Henry, either one, it does not matter. And they are just cooking everybody. So that's what I'm.
We'll have them on the field at the same time too.
Yeah, you can have them on
Like,
the field
almost
at the
all
same
the time.
Yeah, and like especially those. Talk about Mac Jones too as safety blankets. Like they're gonna like best 2 safety blankets in the league. And James White, Mr. 13.
Yep,
Like
Mr. 13.
It's all there. The writing's on the wall. Besides the wide receivers, the wide receivers are shit.
Yep, the writing's on the wall for 9-8.
No, no, for a playoff.
9-8 could be playoffs.
That's true. I was
Could
thinking
be.
more.
I don't know. The
I was
AFC
gonna- hey,
is like not
I was
that
thinking
good.
11-5. I was gonna be a little realistic and say 11-5.
Okay,
Is that not
well,
that's not a record anymore?
it's impossible. Yeah.
12-5.
Unless-
There you go. That's what I like.
12 and
12.
see, 12-5 sounds so much better than 11-5.
Oh yeah, it sounds like a whole new
I
team.
like,
12-5.
like if you were to
sounds
say
like a whole new
11-6,
team.
I'd be like, okay.
No,
But 12-5.
That's a whole new team.
Really good.
That's a whole new team, man. Oh, also, when I was writing, Chargers go 13-4. I almost puked. I was like 13-4 just.
Just because the record looks bad. Because
It sounds
13-3 is such a
It's
great
such
record.
a perfect record. It's a
Yeah.
perfect record, and now there's none of those. 14 and no, I was gonna
9-8
say,
sucks.
I was gonna say 14-2 is good, but nope, that's 14-3 now.
Nope, they're all terrible.
15
Imagine
and 2.
16-1.
Ugh, 15-2.
Yeah.
Awful.
It's
But
brutal.
okay, who's your winner? Who's your Super Bowl winner?
I have one more before that.
Okay,
I think the Cardinals are going to be aggressively mediocre.
bingo.
Again.
Nailed it right on the head. Just like every other year.
Yes.
I talked about that with something that I hate or overrated things. The Arizona Cardinals.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they are.
My Super Bowl prediction goes.
I mean, you've got like the 2014 defensive Pro Bowl team, but
Somebody said they were like a top 5 passing rush duo, and I was like,
yeah, it was.
like
I
5
remember
years
that. It was
ago.
on Instagram.
Yeah, like 5 years ago. They
Like Chandler Jones is still good, but
JJ Watt is
JJ
not
Watt,
still good. I can
it's like-
I can tell you that he's still not good.
yeah, I don't know.
Um,
So there's too much hype around them.
all right, let me
Maybe
look-
they
before you
could
name
make
it
the
all,
playoffs. They could sneak in, but
Let me see if I missed anything of my 18 list bold predictions. All right, I'm good. Who's your Super Bowl winner?
Super Bowl, Los Angeles Rams. What?
Los Angeles
No, oh my
Rams win the
God.
Super
This is the
Bowl.
worst, honestly.
We're too wise.
This is the
Chris.
worst
We are
podcast
too
that we've
damn
ever done.
wise. It's every episode too. Every episode we never disagree on anything because we're always at the same opinion.
Yeah, this
I can't
sucks.
believe you just said the Rams. Because I was gonna be like, well, it goes against my overrated things because I did say they were overrated, but they like I. God damn it.
I buy into Stafford.
I like Stafford too. Of course I do. They
And they've
traded.
been there before.
Yeah, with a worse quarterback. Same
Uh-huh.
team, worse quarterback. Actually,
Significantly worse.
they're a
I
better
think golf sucks. Like golf is gonna be so bad this year. I'll throw that one on my list too.
I actually was gonna say golf looks decent. So
Okay, there we go.
there we go.
Finally. I think golf sucks.
I think the Lions suck. I think golf's gonna look as good as he can with the Lions.
Which is not good.
It's the number 1 pick. It's gotta be something left in the tank.
Mitch was the number 2 pick. Look
Mitch
at
is good. You saw him in the preseason game.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
Mitch was
Mitch is good, bro. Mitch is good. Once you get some tempo, get some real
Some
coaching
tempo,
going.
Mitch.
Yeah, tempo Mitch is a dude. I knew the Patriots should have signed him. Mitch.
I wanted him.
Mitch would.
I wanted Mitch. Mitch would have been great on the football team.
He actually would have been perfect on the football team. That would have been, and it would have been your starter for probably like 2-3 years, where you're stuck with Mitch, and like you'd end up hating him, but you'd be like,
But just for like a week in the offseason, be like, oh, we got Mitch. Like it's kind of exciting actually.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
little
man.
bit of riverboat coaching.
It's
and
sad that
he's
he's
set.
he's back up.
Yeah. it
It's
is
like
sad.
Jameis last year.
I know.
We need to see some Mitch soon.
Yeah.
So
My life is not the same without Mitch.
if he's not starting NFL games, then why am I watching on Sundays?
Might as well just watch soccer. at
Yeah,
that
exactly. Like, what is it?
point. Or old Mitch highlights.
That's what I'm gonna watch. I'm just gonna watch Mitch Trubisky highlights for the rest of the year. But
I will always love him for like the 3 games of fantasy that he won me. When I was
I will
the
always love Mitch
Trubiscuits.
just because he says he loves titties. Like he's just Mitch, dude. I love Mitch.
He is the best, honestly. Him and Jameis are just the best.
You can't go wrong if your team signs him or Jameis. You
Yeah,
know,
really.
at least
Well,
the worst like the worst possible
horribly,
scenario.
horribly wrong.
The worst possible scenario is that you have a fun season,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you can ask for. All I want is
Yep.
a fun season.
I
Something
know.
fun to watch.
That's why Fitzpatrick is great.
Yeah.
Even if they go
Fitzpatrick's
6-11, it's like, yeah, but we look good doing it.
Yeah, but you see how
Yeah,
many
Fitzpatrick.
interceptions he threw and almost completed touchdowns. See all those deep balls he almost completed? They're pretty good.
He had one throw the other night that was so bad. And it wasn't like he was just chucking it downfield and threw a pick. It was like a 5-yard hook route, and he just missed it by
completely
8 feet.
missed it.
And it should have been an interception, but they were playing the Bengals, so the guy dropped it. But holy,
Watching Joe
I mean-
Flacco play on the Eagles, I was psyched to see. Joe needs to play a game.
he last year when he was on Monday night with the Jets, that was electric.
Oh, that was totally electric.
I
He almost
can't
beat
believe they lost the
Patriots.
That would have been like the Flacco game. Forget
He
about the
would've
Super
you know how
Bowl
much more
and
money he would have made this
Yeah.
offseason to be the backup for the Eagles?
like.
Man, he's another one. Joe, Mitch, James.
I wouldn't put Joe in there.
Ugh, Joe,
I
love
don't
seeing Joe.
I don't like watching Joe play at all.
Actually, yeah.
He's just a wet blanket.
He is a wet blanket.
I
He's
know.
like Joe's in the Dalton area.
I actually despise watching Joe Flacco.
I
play.
was gonna say, like, the more I
Aside
think
from
about
that
it,
one
the
game
more I
on the
don't wanna
Jets.
yeah, the more I don't want to watch. Last time I remember
It's a
watching
sight to see
was
him get in there
beat
on
up
a
my
new team, though.
Yeah, it is a sight to see. He sucks though.
Yeah, it does suck.
Okay, those are all of our bold predictions, right?
We'll think of more, I think, once the season gets going.
Yeah, we'll go on.
After
And-
Mahomes gets hurt, I'll have to come up with some other ones.
Some juicy ones. All right, well, let's get to our worst first names. Top 5. You go first.
Yep.
It's your idea.
Osama.
Oh yeah,
Osama.
see there it is. I told you.
This
I
is
was
the
like,
worst podcast
Oh.
ever.
that's not my number 1 though. You're
Oh,
you're,
okay.
you're stealing that. You're taking Zach Wilson over Trevor Lawrence here. You're going
Really?
number 2 over number 1. Come on now. But Osama, like I told
Okay.
you, if you don't
I
have my
mean,
top 2,
Like it has to be.
like you're un-American if you
So
don't have my
bad.
top 2 as the worst
Okay.
first names.
All right. What's your first then?
Hitler, Adolf, Hitler,
not
either
fir-
one. Hitler could be a first name. You name your kid Hitler. Yes, it could.
No one names their kid Hitler.
Adolf. Adolf. You want to name your kid Adolf?
All right.
That's pretty terrible.
But
Hitler could be a first name.
That's not couldn't. That's not a first
It
name.
could too.
Yeah, anything could be. Like, I could pick, like, poop or something.
Yeah, but Hitler could be a
Anything
first name for sure.
No,
could
it
be a
couldn't.
First name. Yes, it could. That could totally be a first name.
All right. Whatever. Adolf is your
Adolf
pick.
is a terrible name.
Okay. All right.
I'm just, I'm just thinking of bad people, man. Osama, Hitler. I mean, if you name your kid like, isn't it? It's got to be. I heard it was like, isn't it illegal to name your kid like Osama now? It's got to be legal.
Illegal?
Maybe it's not illegal, but like
I don't
it's
think you
morally
can-
illegal.
I don't think you can name or you put laws against.
I don't know. Maybe that was just like a middle school like rumor that I heard. But
Yeah, probably.
I took it to heart. I'm not gonna name my kid Osama. I don't.
No,
want to
well,
break
dude,
the law.
I mean, can you imagine just like, I don't know, you're picking your kid up from school.
I know, and you're like, come on,
Osama.
Osama, it's time to go home.
Then everyone just.
Or the
Crazy.
substitute teacher, Osama Fitzgerald. Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
What's your name, Osama? It's like, really?
Hi, my name is Adolf. Hello, I'm Adolf.
All right. Oh, that just reminded me of another name that I hate. Okay, my number 2, which is almost as bad as Osama, is Dak. Dak is such a lame name. It's so
And-
stupid. It's not even a name.
Well, and the extension of his name, like the full name, is even worse.
Dakota.
Dakota sucks.
Like, it's a state. It's not a name.
It's also a lame name.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Dakota.
It's like maybe if you were in the 1800s, it would be cool, but
Or like if you were like an adventurer,
yeah, but
like I'm Dakota.
I don't know.
I don't know. Dakota, like I would go by Dak too. I wouldn't want to be.
I mean,
Dakota.
I think Dak is the worst. Like, well, clearly, I think it's the second worst name ever. I really don't like it.
I mean, it's not that bad. I don't think. It's
I
that
think
bad.
it is that bad.
All right. Well,
It's not a name.
I mean, Dak.
Like, no one should be going by Dak.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Number 2, easy pick for me. Chris. Terrible name.
Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
That's making up for. What'd you throw me on? Sidekicks. That was making up for sidekicks. When you threw me
I
on
put
there.
you on sidekicks.
All right, this is my.
Yeah, I mean,
my
you could have
number
put me on sidekicks.
I was, but I had the heart not to.
Why? We're sidekicks.
I guess we're sidekicks of each other, but
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. Anyways, Brody. Brody is my second least favorite name. Yeah, and you want to know why? It's a very
Why?
simple reason. Because every time you go to Ocean City, you go to anywhere, any state that has the little license plates names, you know what they always fucking have? Brody. You know who I've never met? A Brody.
Oh, because Brady and
Yes.
Brody are. Oh,
Yes.
okay, I see.
I'm looking at it like, oh my god, the DY, the RAD? No. It's
It's funny.
ridiculous.
I know. My cousin's friend's name is Brody.
Well, that kid's a
There you
punk.
go.
That kid-
I couldn't tell you. I don't really know him, but
Kid's
I
definitely
just
a
know his
punk.
name's. His name
Brody.
is Brody.
What a douche name, anyways. Brody.
Yeah, it does kind of suck. Gertrude. I've never met anyone named Gertrude, and I really hope I never do because I might just have to punch him in the face. It's a horrible name. That's all I got.
I mean,
Imagine some bitch old lady named Gertrude. That's what I
What
think
else do you
of.
say besides Gertrude? Not a good. It's a butler name.
Like Gertie or
Yeah, what do you go by?
Trude,
What's up, Gert?
Trudy.
Trid. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
bad.
there's really nothing you can do.
All right, my next one is Eugene.
I like Eugene because Gene, you can go by Gene, and Gene's cool.
Nah, Gene's lame too.
You don't like
Gene's
Gene?
a girl's name.
Could be.
Nah,
I like Gene.
I don't like Gene. You know, Jerry's middle name is Eugene.
Did not know that.
We were in class and it was one of the first days and Mr. Tompkins was like throwing up all of our names and had like our middle names right there. And I stood up and I went, Jerry, your middle name's Eugene? Yeah, so Eugene. Not a good name.
It is an easy name to make fun of.
I like
Just
Eugene.
because
Oh,
it's yeah.
Eugene's not a good name.
All right.
Like if you
Um,
were named Eugene, there's no way you'd be going by Eugene. You'd be going by
No,
middle name,
yeah.
You'd be going by Gene, anything, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
knew a
nothing
kid
was-
named Eugene and he went by Ben.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's like-
All right. My next one, Scooter. Anyone named Scooter is just a punk.
yeah.
And I know I don't think you actually would name your kid Scooter, but like there are people that go by Scooter as if it's their first name, and it sucks.
Scooter's lame.
Terrible name.
Scooter is like the douche in a TV show.
Yes, exactly.
So Scooter's not a good name. My next one, Richard. Just because of middle
Really?
school. You got like Dick. Like, come on.
Dick?
The second someone finds out that it goes by, he shortens the Dick. It's over. It's over.
Yeah,
for
but
me.
you just own it. You're just like, yeah, I'm Dick.
That's true. I guess it. You have a good point. You might be talking me out of this one.
I was not.
I do. I met. I know. Well, because there was a Richard on my swim team at high school,
Uh-huh.
and I.
I mean, if you go by
I called
Richard,
him Big Dick Rich. Like it was not like
Yeah.
it's like I guess it turns into something that's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, if you go by Richard, I think Richard alone is bad. But if you go by Rich or Dick, it's a good name.
Yeah, I guess Richard itself is not great. I don't know. I talked myself out of that one, but it's alright. It's already on the list. I already said it.
It's
Can't
on the
play it
list,
back
yeah.
to, yeah.
I up.
Yeah.
Last one, Herbert.
Herb.
Because you're always going to be Herbert the pervert. There's no getting out of it. It's such a pervy name. Like, yeah, I'm Herbert. Like, yeah. Keep
That's,
my children away from you.
That's like, all right. Actually, this one I'm gonna add to the list. That'll be an honorable mention. But, yeah, we'll talk about that one in a second because it also has a terrible nickname to it. But my last one, I'm gonna go with Blaze.
Blaze?
Blaze. Or like Dash or any of those stupid names. Like any of
Well,
those.
pick. It's Blaze is your pick. You
Blaze
can't
is my
pick two.
pick. Blaze is stupid. Like that's I don't know.
I don't think I've met someone named Blaze.
I've heard of a person named Blaze. I've
Okay.
never met a person.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've never met a couple of these. I've never met an Osama. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Osama.
A Hitler.
Yeah, Blaze is. It's not a name. There are certain
No,
things
it's not
that
a
aren't
name.
a
There's
name.
a lot of these things where they're just not names.
Mhm.
Like I
That
guess-
there was a kid at camp named Dash.
Well, we're already at honorable
he was
mentions.
pretty
now.
cool.
So like
Yeah.
Star, Star, Diamond,
What about Soda?
Soda.
George
My-
Costanza or a number.
I can't believe
you,
this-
you really can't name your kid a number.
Oh yeah, 4.
I mean,
What was the one for 7?
7. Yeah, 7 Costanza.
They're stealing my name, Jerry. My name.
7 because Mickey Mantle is my favorite. That's my
Why don't you name
favorite
him
baseball
Mickey?
player. Why not Mickey?
All right, this one has a story behind it, so I didn't want to take up too much time. But in the honorable mention, oh, catching some flies over there, Mr.
I
Miyagi.
thought I had it, but
My father, assistant principal at a school, he had to call someone into his office. He called LaDasha, L-A dash sha, LaDasha, or not? I guess no H-S-H, just an A.
yeah,
That's pretty awful.
yeah, no, that's not good.
Like that's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. That's not a good name.
No, it's pretty awful. Okay. Some honorable mentions for you.
Dan
Who?
for Snyder. Dan.
Dan.
Daniel.
Dan's not. Daniel. I'm good with Daniel.
I don't. It's one person named Daniel
Yes,
that I
that
have
ruins
to.
it.
Every time I can throw a shot at him on this podcast, I do. So
That's
he's
fair.
on the list.
That's fair. Lamar.
Wolfgang.
No, I'm just kidding. I have met a Wolfgang.
So have I. There's a kid at the pool. He's like 2 years old, and they're like, Wolfgang, like, stop doing that. And I'm like, "Dude, how could you name your kid Wolfgang?"
Apparently, it's pretty common.
I know.
Like,
Why?
apparently, it's a thing.
It's terrible.
I don't know what it. Wolfgang. Yeah, I mean,
And what do you go by for short?
I
Wolf
would
or
go by
gang?
Wolf. But Wolf sounds
I mean,
stupid.
again,
but
that's
so
not
does
a
gang.
name.
Yeah,
It's an
Wolf sounds
animal.
dumb. I don't know.
So
I
I know
literally
it's
said
cool
that. I
last
went
name.
like you asked, and I went. I guess I'd go by Wolf, and I was like, that sounds awful.
No,
Second I
it's
said that, I was like, I don't
terrible.
want to be Wolf.
No, of course you don't want to be Wolf. Karen,
Yeah,
I have to put it on there.
classic.
But Ethan, there's a kid at the pool named Ethan that I despise. So, and I know Ethan's that I like, but that kid, just because of him,
Ruin the
the
name.
whole name just has
The
a
whole name's
smear on
gone.
it.
Alf. Alf's a pretty bad name. Alf's a pretty bad name.
Yeah, Alf's not good.
Fred isn't great.
Fred, no, Fred, that's a good pick. Fred is not good at all. Fred sucks.
Fred is, like, how boring could you possibly be?
Yeah, Fred's
Fred.
brutal. And plus, you had the annoying Fred,
Yeah, that's Fred. Yeah, you have that Fred.
the high pitched.
And like, what? Like, you could go by Freddy. Freddy's not much better,
Yeah, no, Freddy's okay actually.
but Fred sucks. Like, if you're just
Yeah, no,
Fred,
Fred's-
that's terrible.
Yeah, Fred's terrible.
I also have the brother of Fred, Ned. It's not a great name.
No, it's not great.
Um,
I just think of the kid from Spider-Man, the fat kid.
Oh yeah, Ned. That's a good Ned.
It's
That's a good Ned. But
There's some Neds who are good, but
yeah, Ned C. Classified. Not a bad Ned. I mean,
No,
they're not
that's
bad people. Just like
yeah.
Ned.
Well, some of these names
Some
are
of them are bad people.
chosen because they're bad people.
Yes.
Like I've never met
Like
an
Dan.
Osama who
Oh.
like Dan. Yeah, Dan was deliberately calling out one Dan and Ethan.
Okay, I have I got a Barbara,
Oh, my grandma's name is Barbara, so
but it's a grandma.
piss off. Yeah,
grandma.
my grandmas are named Barbara and Winifred.
Grandma names. And it's not a bad name. I just in the 21st century I wouldn't name my kid that.
Yeah, but Barbara you can go by Babs.
Babs,
Babs
is
is
good.
cool.
Babs is cool.
Babs is great.
Meredith, another old woman name.
Ooh, yeah, Meredith.
Meredith's bad.
Weeks.
Also, you'll always be connected to Meredith from The Office.
Yeah, and that's
And
the
that's not a
last
good
person
connection you
you
want.
wanna be connected. That's a good pick too.
Justice. It's a bad name. Justice.
Justice, I don't know. It's all right. Not great.
Justice is all right. You think Justice is okay?
Justice is okay.
You would be okay with naming your kid Justice.
I'm not saying I'm going to.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not even saying that I like it.
No, okay.
I'm saying I don't hate it. These are the worst first
You're
names.
right, you're right,
Justice is
you're
not
right.
up there.
I think Justice is pretty
Patience sucks.
Justice sucks. And then Dash.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Oh wait, I got one more. The one that goes with your Herbert the pervert.
Oh yeah.
Mo Lester. Lester. Lester's
I
a
mean,
bad name.
that's.
I mean, it's right there on
Lester.
the wall. Lester.
I don't think Lester's bad as long as your first name isn't Mo.
Lester's a first name.
Yeah, so why you're saying Mo Lester? Like,
Well, I'm saying yeah, but the
Name
jokes,
Lester.
the jokes are right there. Lester the molester. Like it's
Yes.
all right there, dude. It's all the writing is
I
on
guess
the wall.
yeah, it's not as
Lester.
bad as Herbert.
No. That's why it's an honorable mention.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think Lester's kind of a cool name.
I wish I replaced in the list Richard with Fred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Meredith.
Or Meredith.
Meredith might be worse than Hitler. I think I just have one left. Natalie.
Yeah.
Natalie makes me cringe.
Natalie's not a good name.
I feel bad if we're like,
Nah,
if anyone's listening with
her
these
name's
names,
Natalie. Like I don't mind. Like, it's not a great name.
yeah,
That was not a
really
worse
not.
name. I wouldn't put that on the worst name, but it's
I mean,
not a great name.
It's not good.
We should do a not a great name for
Yeah,
this, and then just have like all of our friends. Everyone that isn't Chris or Brady should just be on that list for not great first names.
Aiden.
Yeah. when we
With
were
an E.
looking up ideas,
Specifically with an E.
and that came up as the worst name of all time. I
Imagine,
cried.
imagine like looking that up and just seeing your name on there and just feel like, well, shit,
I'd
like
be
I suck, I
pissed.
guess. I would be pissed too. I was pissed when you said Barbara. Dude, it's
Clearly,
not
I
even me,
know.
it's my grandma.
I know. It was an honorable mention, to be fair, Barbara.
Yeah, all right.
And I
Well,
like
it's-
Barbara from Shark Tank.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's cool.
She rocks the Barbara too. Barbara's kind of
She
badass
does.
for like
Yeah,
a
Barbara.
younger lady.
If you can play it right, it's badass.
Hmm.
But you have to be a badass girl for it, you know?
Yeah, you do.
Like if you
Yeah.
I don't know, if you know what I'm talking about. We're on the same level. All right.
That was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, honestly.
Yeah,
That top 5 was fun.
The 5 time for was fun.
Top 5 last names will be next week.
Hitler, number 1. All right.
There you go. You can use that one.
There you go.
Snyder.
Bin Laden, number 2.
Stalin.
Obama. No, I'm just kidding. Putin.
Yeah, Putin's bad.
Man.
Zedong.
Zedong.
Just like start naming like top 5 worst dictators.
Actually, I'm adding to
we
the
could
list.
honestly do like top 5 worst people. That would not be a bad one.
That would be a good one. I'm adding to the list Mao Zedong. That's Kim Jong. That's on the list too.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un.
All right. Well, let's stop laughing about terrible people. I think that does it.
Mhm.
For the fans out there, Friday's a special day. It's one of the wise guys' day of birth. So there may or may not be a pod. We'll see. Hopefully there's a pod. I'll try to get some time in there. And
Be cake on the podcast.
yeah, I could. Chris, do we want to stream us drafting fantasy football tomorrow? I mean, we're gonna be able to do it
Could.
anyways. We might as well just stream it.
I'd be okay. I mean, I gotta be focused drafting.
I gotta be focused. Yeah, hey, it could be terrible commentary. Like I don't know who would want to watch
It's-
it. It would just be us sitting there
Yeah,
looking
nah,
at our
no.
lists and looking at our phones and then going, "I just drafted this guy." So maybe
It's
we
just
won't.
us gonna be like talking about how much we like our picks, even though
And bashing everyone else in the
Yeah.
in the group. We'll be like, "Oh, they
even
think
though
him?"
neither of us have won, and since
That's
you
not
won
true.
the first time,
Yeah, but you came close.
Oh.
You've come close.
well, I don't want to talk about it.
All right,
So
Well, then-
upset I didn't.
then we'll end it here. Well, good pod.